Great people.
Okay, can you all hear me? So, good morning, everyone. So, I'm introducing this panel, which is entitled Investing in the Future of Crypto and AI, Unlocking High-Growth Opportunities. With me, I have Artur Lourenço from MSC Labs, Wilson Gomes, Sub7 Security, Patrick Barbosa, CEO of Matchain, and Magnus, founder at Beyond. And so, the first question that I have is for our host, Artur Lourenço. So, Artur, given your experience, how do you see the trend on the investment side for these hot topics that are AI and crypto? And do you think is there a reason to be optimistic about the future in this field?
Thank you for that amazing question. First of all, I would like to start by thanking you all for being here. What an amazing crowd of people. I'm so happy to see that the conference is full. People are excited. Bull Run is back. Huge shout out to Lunar Strategy because they nailed it with the crypto and AI. This is the perfect moment for us to be talking about this. And you all being here just proves it. So to run back to your question, I would say that there's a lot to be excited. I think crypto is a very exciting world. I think AI is a very exciting world. Put them together and it's even better. So what can we be excited about for the future when it comes to crypto AI? I think it's very easy, and you can start by taking a look at what we have here. So there's a lot of different companies that are at the front end of crypto and AI, like Privacia, like ICP, even Lunar Strategy themselves, ICN protocol. So I really recommend you guys just to take a moment, speak with everyone, take it all in. There's a lot of interesting people at this event that are willing to just share their knowledge and connect and create opportunities from being here present at this moment. So I'm very excited about the future of crypto and AI, and I think we're at the beginning of it. And yeah, I would say that will be my answer.
Yeah, it's a great answer, Artur. And obviously, we have a very good atmosphere here that can prove that AI and crypto are really the hot topics of the moment. And this great event hosted by you, and thank you for that, by the way, which is doing very great. People are very excited. There's a lot of people here and very eager to learn more about these topics. But one major concern that we have in this area is obviously security, which is a concern that is, it's raising a lot of fears, obviously, but also people need answers to those questions regarding security, because data is all and security is even superior. And so my other question is to Wilson, my good friend Wilson Gomes. Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about the importance of cybersecurity in maintaining users' confidence in these high-growth sectors like AI and crypto?
Yeah, definitely. That's a great question. And starting by a standard point of view, I think that people buy from people they like and they rely on. Why do we have such great persons here today, like watching this conference? It's just because they rely or they trust on people's face that they saw here, right? So they wouldn't buy a ticket if they didn't saw like any face that they don't relate or they don't want to learn something from that person. So I see cybersecurity on the same way, right? You trust your friend because you rely on your friend. He gave you some points that showed you that you can trust on him, on her. It's the same thing. So I want to separate the things for the audience here because I'm talking for the audience and I want everyone to understand what I am saying here, right? And I think it's really important to put it first on a user perspective and then investor perspective and company perspective. So on a user perspective, to be honest, I will be like really transparent here. Like users, they don't look at smart contracts. If you are a technical guy, probably you look at it. But like even me, I'm not the technical guy on my team. I'm just like the Jordan Belfort of my team, trying to close some deals. Sometimes I can, other times I just cannot do it, but it's part of the job. But on a user perspective, even me, when I use a new wallet, when I use like something sometimes I don't even look, right? I just want to know who's the team behind. They don't care about the audits. The audits is more for institutional, investor, and technical perspective. So when it comes to cybersecurity, I want to start by the user perspective, as I said. And user perspective starts with education and due diligence. Is really important. The first cybersecurity step that you guys should take is who is the people behind this company? Who is building like this company? Like, if you guys don't see like anything there, and by the way, I'm 20 years old, so why should you guys trust me, right? I'm just a kid that have no degree, no background, but I have a team where you guys can just rely on. Like, I have been building something where you guys can rely on. So the first step on a user perspective should be first, like, analyze what is like the business logic, because the business can just be, can just suck. And then it just, check who is the team behind, their background. So on a user perspective, this is what I think. And also see if the community is strong, the TVL of the company is having deal flow. Because if the company is not having deal flow and cash flow, probably I wouldn't put my money there, right? It's just no sense. It's the same as the bank, right? You just trust on the bank because they have liquidity. On a technical investor and institutional perspective, I think is really important because when they invest on some company or when they put their trust on some company, they need to make sure that the company will not get hacked, because if you have like the minimal vulnerability on your smart contract infrastructure, API, whatever, guys, you will lose your money, so you can start selling your house, your car, and everything. Or if you have a savings account, it's up to you. But like, your company will be totally screwed, and you can lose like millions or billions in like 10 seconds. Then on the institutional perspective, imagine that BlackRock or Franklin Templeton contacted you because they trust on your team, and then you just lose their funds. I think you will have no comeback. Or you are a top G, or you are a great entrepreneur, or you have no comeback if you get hacked and you just lose the trust of an institutional guy. And then on a technical perspective, I think technical guys, they will like just analyze and check everything. So I think they want to make sure, and this is an advice that I have to give. A lot of people, they just care about the coding, but I want to mention that the code is meant to do some action. So when we do an audit, so we do smart contract audits, technical due diligence, pen testing, but when we do like an audit, we don't only analyze the code. Of course, we have our auditors, the geeks, the tech guys, things that I'm really surprised because I don't know anything. When I look to my clients' reports, it's like, I'm just looking to a diamond, like, what is this? But it's such a great thing because we don't only look at the coding, we also put it on a business logic perspective, because this code that you guys are writing is meant to do some action. And if the code is not doing the action that it's supposed to do, is like it's some mistake there. So yeah, we put everything on a coding and business perspective, and then the most important thing is the final report, where the technical guys can just review the code and they can fix it. And after it's fixed, it's super important to check on the report if it was retested, because it's the same thing. Okay, you just bought a really nice Porsche 911, but if you don't drive it, how you can have the experience and make sure that you like the car? So we always retest the report. So on a technical perspective, always retest everything, okay? Because we are human beings, it's normal to make mistakes even if we are auditors. And sometimes it's highly recommended to do more than one audit because, yeah, as I said, we can fail, we can make mistakes. So usually we recommend on a technical perspective to do more than one audit. Institutional perspective, please, guys, make sure that your report is comprehensive and complex. No investor will invest on you if your business is not making sense and if you are not safeguarded. So overall, cybersecurity, it's education first. Everything starts on educational perspective. Then make sure that you have companies where you can rely on reviewing your code and making sure that your company is safeguarded. And then, yeah, just go to market, have fun, and do business. Yeah, such a great time to be alive. I'm bullish on this market. I'm bullish. Great times to be alive. And yeah, thank you everyone for coming here. And I would ask you, everyone, to like a round of applause to Arthur. He literally organized this conference. So
very good.
Please, this man made sure that we are here today. So yeah, and thank you.
Very good Jordan Belfort remark, Wilson. You really can ask the audience to sell a pen too, like Jordan Belfort
Sell
in the
me
movie.
this pen.
But yeah, you approach very well this, this big topic that is users' confidence and how we can do, what we can do in this space to boost users' confidence in order to simplify some complex concepts and situations around this space. I think this is the key element, because if you don't have engagement, if you don't have people participating and understanding the technology, obviously the technology is not going to thrive up. And so from that cybersecurity point of view, it is very important to basically simplify concepts, like you said, because if you don't do that, no investor will invest in this technology. And it's very good to talk about this issue of confidence, of meeting users' perspectives, users' confidence, users' data. And so I'm moving now to Patrick's. And my question to you, given this remark, is do you think that the AI practices are far more relevant to boost people's confidence and to better understand the desire of the communities in this space?
Great question. I'm going to start the same way that they started saying. But as this is a panel discussion, I would like to touch a little bit on each of the questions that they had before. But first, doing the same remark, I'm Brazilian Portuguese. I'm based and live, and me and my whole family here in Lisbon. It's really rare that you'll see on a panel discussion the full audience, so I'm so happy and glad. I'm not sure everybody here, or the majority is from Portugal. I'm sure it's a big mix, but super proud to see everybody here listening and try to maybe challenge us, because it's not that 100% that we talk is fully accurate. This is a discussion. But first, if I remember well, the first question about the crypto and AI, like the match, I think this is the perfect match ever. It's like a soulmate made for each other, the convergence of crypto and AI. There's not such a thing that you can start to be trustless, crypto and blockchain in general. Again, I already touched on his part, on the cybersecurity part. Blockchain must be trustless, right? The whole creation of this is you don't need to trust the middleman anymore. So you still have to do cybersecurity for some smart contracts, for some specific functions, but you don't need to trust. AI is the same thing. Who is the one giving your data score on Alphabet? How much do you worth, or what is your data value today? Is someone of the founder that could be completely biased the way that he wants to read the data, the way that he wants to make his own interpretation to sell ads to someone else. So AI can be non-biased if it's trained properly, and crypto and blockchain don't make sure that you don't have to trust in the middleman, like take the power out of the government, of the central people, of the big corporations, and give back to the people, right? So putting all of this together, you need to do the audits, you need to do everything, but anyone here know what is Experian from the United States, or the credit score system? Anyone heard about the lack, or the whole breach of the data of the Social Security in the United States? Who is the one auditing or checking the cybersecurity of Experian? Who does it? Yes. So nobody will do in crypto projects as well. It's really rare. The user doesn't really care at all. Yes. So it's fully on the companies and the projects' responsibilities to be aware of this. But the problem is not just on blockchain. It's global. All social security database in the US was leaked. This is like mind blown, right? And this was not on blockchain. So in general, security is important, but I think we are even safer here than there, because we have the blockchain in general, because the part of the transaction, you still don't have to trust in anybody else. AI is here to change and will be evolving more and more and more. And I am the CEO of Matchain. Matchain is a layer 2. We are AI chain, the first AI chain on BNB chain. And we focus and we aim to be the AI chain for every single app and dApp in the future. We believe that every single app or dApp will have any AI feature inside the app, even if it's just a customer service or if it's super investment, advice, or portfolio management for a company. How complex it will be, it doesn't matter. But we believe that we want to be this chain for everyone. That said, we focus on three things. First is user base, because if crypto, Web3 is the evolution of Web2, we must mirror the whole progress from Web2 into Web3. So Web2, we got the massive user base. Everybody has a phone over here. Everyone is in the internet. And this is started with socials, e-commerce, and all those platforms, right? So we focus first in build the huge user base. After you have a huge user base, you have the second business model of the internet, or Web2, which is data analytics. So the whole business model of the internet today is behaviors. It's data. The top 5 companies on the S&P 500 is about data. Apple, Meta, Alphabet, it doesn't matter. They give excuses to you, like Maps, YouTube, whatever it is, to understand what you like and what you dislike. But what you do in one platform is not the same thing that you do on Amazon. It's not the same thing that you do on Instagram. So they really know what you like. They really know what is good for us, how to enhance or improve our life. I don't think so. And we still have to trust on the third part. So I believe that AI, it's that tool that will be able to, in a trustless manner, be trained by real people, human behavior, without bias, based on what you want to share or not, opt in and opt out, and make yourself unique on chain. So I think the main solution to improve people's lives is this. You need to create a unique identity, but without being invasive. Like, you don't have to give your soul to be unique, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
I don't want to say more. But little by little, you need to make yourself unique in a natural process. I hate the evolution, the revolution process. All the Maxis apologize, or the evangelists, if you went to the street and say, free Bitcoin, you lost your money, your time, and your wife, so whatever your spouses. And nothing changed, right? But Bitcoin became so big with the time that became inevitable. So AI is that thing. The world is ready for AI. I came from Hong Kong just like months ago for a massive, was the biggest AWS conference about AI. And Jeff told to every single desk inside AWS, I don't care what you do, the focus is only AI. So we were one of the 3 projects invited from Web3 to speak about AI. And that's what they want. And this is not Web3, this is the whole world. So what this tells me, the world is ready for AI. And if crypto and AI is the perfect match, the boom that will come here, welcome to the bull run, will be amazing. And we need to be ready for this.
Yeah, thank you very much, Patrick. You almost, if I was basically a crypto skeptic, you almost convinced me. So,
I just sold you a pen.
That's Jordan Belfort here.
You sold me a pen.
We just found the alpha.
This is Jordan Belfort now. But it's interesting that you mentioned that because it's basically all about giving power to the people.
Yep.
And being user-centered, being people-centered, community-centered, and not depending on some corporation that's going to dictate the rules whenever it's their, it's their will or whatever by any arbitrary means, And it's all about that. And so that is what gives people confidence, in my opinion, to basically invest, to get curious about this technology. And as you mentioned, in this space, in this Web3 space, trust is technology. And so it's basically no trust, as so to speak.
Don't trust, verify.
Exactly, right. Exactly. And I think you did a pretty good remark on this issue and this intersection between AI and crypto, because AI is only going to improve also crypto, and the two sectors, the two areas combined will obviously boost investors and people's confidence into jumping into this area. And so good for you, and it's pretty good that you mentioned this intersection of AI and crypto, and the confidence that people need to have in crypto, because crypto is all about non-trust, as you mentioned very well. And so given this, I'm going to pass to Magnus and ask him, what role do you think that AI-driven analytics play in identifying and capitalizing on high growth crypto assets, given what was already discussed here?
Yeah, for sure. I'll start by saying that we touched on a lot of topics. I'm super interested. I would love to learn more about you, about what you see the killer apps being for AI and crypto, perhaps on Matchain. And by the way, you mentioned BNB Chain. I was in their event last week, and a lot of AI focus. It was quite impressive to see.
I was there too.
Yeah, good. But yeah, to answer the question, I think one sector of AI that I'm really interested in is agents. Basically, the ability for AI not just to talk to you or to provide information, but actually to take action in the real world. And to touch on the topic of analytics and what you mentioned before as well about the purpose of crypto, which is democratizing access and power and the economy to the people and not just concentrating it into the hands of big institutions, specialists, and so on. I would love to see, like, in the next few years, a future where AI agents become capable enough and sophisticated to really abstract all the complexity behind the analytics, because I spend the whole day talking to highest frequency trading firms, people who have this alpha or insider or like insights into the industry, and the amount of gatekeeping that I see is pretty huge. Like it's really hard for a solo person or a small team to compete with these huge companies that have specialized software, knowledge, deep knowledge and expertise. So I would love to see AI kind of breaking these barriers and just have some sort of maybe hyper-customized agent that knows you, your preferences, your trading biases, and kind of feeds you all the, or digest all the info that's out there, which is huge. It's colossal. It's impossible for any human to absorb, really. Kind of condenses it, distills it, and kind of becomes your sort of financial advisor that is much smarter, able to absorb all the knowledge, and so on. Yeah, that's something I would be quite keen to see.
That's quite right. And AI-driven analytics is playing an important, a huge role in this crypto space, obviously. And so my last question to you, and I will ask you to be like 1 minute or two each, if you please. If you can give one piece of advice for this area, what would it be for the audience?
Okay. So maybe I would definitely start. Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, I think there's some leakage.
I would definitely start where, crypto is seen as this, very decentralized world, right? Where everyone kind of gets a fair chance on creating something. While AI is something that is most often largely controlled by a central party. So with every great thing, I think we need to be careful with what comes with it and not be distracted by the shiny object. So AI is great, but it will completely change the world. And from 6 to 7 years from now, everything will be different. So I think my big thing for this is we need to be very careful how we move forward and who we let to be in charge for this. So for example, we have the examples of ChatGPT ran by Sam Altman, and then you have a bit of a different approach from Grok by the Elon Musk guys. I would say let's be very careful with what we do, and let's pay big attention and push for regulation forward, because I don't want AI to become the thing that takes the power out of us, but rather just allows us to have a lot more information and allows us to do what we were already doing faster. So to be a tool, to be more efficient, rather than to be a tool that is controlled by a central party that is, sending us the information that they want to send us and that they want us to believe, because we are going to stop Googling, we're going to start asking all of our questions to ChatGPT and to Grok and to Claude AI, and at the end of the day, they're going to tell us what they want. So my thing is, let's be very careful with who's in charge, and I'd be very happy to see some, innovative regulation when it comes to this. And I'm really a fan of what, for example, they're building at Grok. It's much more decentralized than, for example, ChatGPT. So that's my big worry. My big advice is be wary about this, and we, the people, are the ones who make the changes. So if we all together don't accept certain things, then they won't happen.
Thank you, Artur. Wilson?
I have 3 points to say. So first of all, find your drive to learn. Be curious about things. Second, only believe on less than 50% of what you hear and only believe on 50% of what you see. And the third thing that I have to say is take risks. Go to the market, build, learn, grow. That's it.
It's a pretty good advice, Wilson.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Save some time.
Yeah, save some time. Patrick?
I would say keep simple. If you guys are here already, you're already interested in Web3 or AI in general, so this is already a step forward. But there's so many people outside there that they have no idea. And if you want to make crypto sexy again, if you want to make sure that the terms get less complex, like NFT, crypto, like cybersecurity, whatever it is, we need to make it as simple as possible. People shouldn't feel that they are on blockchain. When I download my app on phone, I don't check if it's a Python or Java. I say, hey, I'm a Java maxi. I'm not touching this Python thing. Nobody does it, right? So nobody should feel. So keep it simple. Chilling myself. We just announced a massive partnership with Paris Saint-Germain for the next 3 years. We're the main sponsors and the unique digital identity partner. And the mission is to onboard 500 million fans that they have across the world in 3 years. They're going to be using the SDK behind the app, and PSG will start to understand what their fans globally like, what they would like to see. And the ones that are the most loyal, that watch the most games and give back. They want to understand to give back. So keep simple. Blockchain is the most human, I would say the most human creation for the past century, because even if it's high tech, it's the interaction peer-to-peer, company to the human. Okay, so that's it, keep simple.
If you guys want to watch PSG, text him.
Yeah, very good advice and an exciting project on sports, which is a very promising area too. And last but not least, Magnus?
My advice would be, if you're interested in the crypto and AI fields, I've had the chance of working in both over the past decade, and if any of you is trying to get into it, again, keep it simple and start small. Start getting involved, especially in the crypto sector. It's really easy to find a job, eventually join a big company, or even found your own. If you start just contributing to the community, start small, maybe as a side hustle, join a small team, whatever opportunities you see. Be active in these communities. Even in AI, it's the same. Start by being an active community member, and many times opportunities kind of pop up or come your way. So yeah, start simple and then grow in ambition. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you all for our wonderful speakers. If you can give a round of applause for our fantastic speakers.
Thank you.
Let's make crypto great again.
So I hope you enjoyed, and just have a look at the rest of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.